Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we are building the Hufflepuff dorm room. I have previously made the Hufflepuff common room, as well as the rest of the Hogwarts house common rooms, if you would like to check them out. They are also on my channel. I've also made all of the dorm rooms besides Gryffindor. That will be the last one. Will be the next one that I upload after this. So, if you've seen the Hufflepuff common room that I built, I used some of the same pieces of furniture, same color scheme, obviously. I also tried to follow it as best as I could based on the descriptions that I found online, with like the quilted beds and all the plants and the windows that you could see through like the top. That part got confusing because I figured not every room would be able to see outside since there's so many dorm rooms and they have to kind of fit in an underground tunnel system in the basement. Really, I guess it's sort of not the basement, I don't know. The dungeon sort of, just like Slytherin, it's also underground. But unlike Slytherin, it's next to the kitchen. And in order to get there, you have to go through another tunnel. There's a bunch of barrels, and if you get the password wrong, you get sprayed with vinegar or something. I forgot how it works, but I actually built, and you'll see it eventually, I actually built the whole tunnel system for one side of the dorm to see how all of the rooms would fit from the common room. So I tried to make the hallway as accurate as possible, and it's not perfect. Obviously, one, because it's The Sims and you have limitations, but also because in the description it says that each bed has a heater, a lamp to heat your feet or to keep you warm instead of them having a fireplace. See, and it's right here, it's happening, you could see. But it just didn't look right, so I opted for the central fireplace sort of lantern looking thing, like I've been doing with the rest of the dorm rooms. That and there's supposed to be 4 poster beds, and I tried doing that, but then when I added the curtains, the ceiling is so low in this one, because it's supposed to be low, because it's underground, and that's how it was described to be. The curtains took up so much space that you couldn't see the rest of the room behind them. So I decided to make a tiny 4 poster bed. You'll see that eventually when I built that. But moving on from that, as you can see, I tried to make it as cozy as possible. It's supposed to be the coziest of common rooms / dorm rooms in the castle. There's a lot of plants. There's just the yellow, I guess, makes it warmer itself. Also, there's a lot of woods, coppers, just a lot of clutter. And yep, that pretty much sums it up for this. And if you saw my last video, I was complaining, I think, what was it? Was it Ravenclaw? Yeah, it was Ravenclaw. I was complaining about something that happens every time I let a sim loose into one of these highly cluttered rooms. The first thing that they do is they try to find oh, there's the curtains I was having troubles with. Anyways, the first thing that the Sims do is try to find books and put them away. And they just destroy hours worth of clutter setting that I have worked on for a really long time. So I did not allow Cedric into this room. He is in the other room, but I did not. Actually, I did allow him, and then I had to undo what he did. But he was not allowed to be in the final video of this. Cedric. Anyways, next will be Gryffindor, and we'll see how I'll probably make the trio again like I did in the common room. Hopefully then I don't start tidying up. But yeah, I think, and I said this last time also, that most of the video is just viewing the room instead of me building it, because I think I'm getting faster. It's not that it has less detail than the first ones, like the Slytherin one or the common rooms. I think I'm just getting used to what objects I'm using, and since they're similar in all of these Hogwarts builds, it just makes the process really quicker. And I also tried something different in this build than the rest of them, which was at the beginning, if you noticed, I made one bed with the furniture behind it and some of the items on the shelves first, and then I copied and pasted all of the beds so I wouldn't have to build each one from scratch. So that saved me a lot of time. Also, editing is getting quicker for me. Still took me about 4.5 hours to edit this, but it was better than the first time. I think it took me 8 hours. And don't even get me started. The candle thing was missing. I hate that. I hate when I'm recording something and I'm like, oh, this is awesome. And then I go and edit it and I'm like, oh, this looks great. And then I'm recording it with my voice, watching it, and I'm like, dang it, it clipped something. Too late now. But I don't even remember what I was talking about. But yeah. So, the Home Alone one, that's what I was talking about. That one took me, I know I did go off and on it, but I think it took me 2 months to build and days to edit because I didn't want to do it all the way through because there's just so much footage that I did. I had to actually get more memory for my computer to be able to store everything while I was working on it. It was a monster of a build. But the Harry Potter ones are fun. And after I do Gryffindor, we'll be done with the common rooms and the dorm rooms, obviously, because all of them have been finished. And then we can start exploring the rest of the universe. I mentioned last time the ones that I want to build next. Forgot to mention that I want to do Hagrid's hut. We have all those pumpkins in the game that we can put around, and I don't know. I'm excited for that, and maybe some of the new stuff from the paranormal pack with like the crystal balls will be good for the divination classroom. The Great Hall. Actually, the Great Hall might be really quick to make. There's not really much in it, but watch it prove me wrong. Potions room, Hogsmeade, that one's gonna probably be... Actually, you know what? That one might not be that hard too, because I'm just gonna be doing the outside. We'll just walk down the street. And then maybe we'll start making the interiors of some of those places. But yeah, this is really fun, and like I did with the Home Alone, maybe I'll start doing other video or other movies builds eventually too, but oh, my cat just meowed. She was playing right before I started recording and I was like, yep, there she goes again. But yeah, maybe I'll start making builds from other movies, maybe like Stranger Things, or I can't think of anything else. This is the first thing that came to my mind was Stranger Things. But yeah, maybe we'll see where this takes us. But thank you for watching, and I will see you next time for Gryffindor. There's still some time, and there it goes. Cue the outro. Bye.